I told her that.
That's all right. It's okay that I'm in an interview. I love you, buddy. Yes, let's talk deconstruction. Sorry.
No way, man. This is great. It's good talking to you. No apologies. I like that your kids are a part of it too.
You're up in Oregon?
Yeah, I'm in Portland.
Beautiful.
Yeah, you been up here? Got to explore it?
Fucking beautiful. Not sunny enough for me though.
Trust me, I'm looking at you with envy right now. It's like,
yeah, dude, I'm a sunward. I want to live in Mexico someday. That's where I want to go. Punta Mita.
Is that Baja or is that mainland?
It's Baja. I want to go to Punta Mita and just live the rest of my life.
Do you surf like Eric?
Yeah, I'm not very good, but yeah, I've surfed my whole life. I've always struggled to be good at that sport. Me and Eric have had fun learning again together back in the day. And, you know, he's better than me, but we both struggle at being really great at it. And we want to be because it's just so rad. And Eric, yeah, we've surfed before. Never surfed with Perry. Bummer. I want to.
Oh, you need to finagle that if he still does.
Yeah, he does. He will. It goes without saying. I saw both shows at Irvine.
Yeah, they were supposed to be
I saw him
great.
at John Anson Ford. I was telling you. I saw him at
Baldy, right? Mount Baldy.
Baldy. I saw him at the Palladium when he gets hit with the fucking.
Oh, the Birkenstock.
The Birkenstock. I was at that show.
Damn, you were because.
I mean, God, dude, I feel like such a fucking weird Jane's Addiction dork right now. It's crazy.
Well,
I met Perkins first when I was playing with Alanis. My drum set was just like his. I was just basically ripping Steve Perkins off wholesale. Go watch me and fucking Alanis Morissette. You'll be like, okay, Porno Pyros. It was all the same, because her music had those loops. So I just kind of created it using all these little Steve Perkins-y things, like
timbales and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. If her song was, one hand in my pocket, but it was like some drum machine going, I was go. Steve Perkins. Go watch Alanis live and you'll go, oh, it's just Jane's Addiction Morissette. Yeah, so I was playing with Alanis and Perkins' buddy came to a show at John Anson Ford, funny enough, and said, yeah, I'm buddies with Steve Perkins. You should meet him. It's obvious that you're a fan. I'm like, I'd love to meet him. And so I went over to Steve Perkins' house and I was so nervous. And he's like, you want to get stoned? I'm like, yeah, sure. And just packs me this fucking bong. And it's just like, like the thing sticks out like that and you just pack it all the way, like some crazy ass fucking just hung out with Cypress Hill fucking weed and just stuff the whole thing. It gives me the lighter. It's like, all right, snap it. Like you got to smoke the whole fucking thing. It's a bong, you don't share bong like weed with someone. So I'm sitting there and I just get so fucking stoned to where you're on acid basically. And then he goes, let's go jam. And he had 2 drum sets set up, and I was sitting on this little small drum set, and he had his big Porno Pyros kit at that time, and kind of like this one, and he's all boom, boom, and I got this, and I just broke the snare drum right away. So and me and Perkins have been friends ever since. I love him.
So you just pack that snare drum with some weed and just smoke that instead.
God, he got me so stoned. I'd never do that again. Fuck that.
That was the first test, right? Like, do you want to hang?
Yeah, and I failed. I'm a fan, but I'm also a student. So these guys were my teachers, all of them. Eric, Dave, Perk, Perry. from vocals to drumming to good bass lines to ripping guitars and rad guitars and psychedelia and all that stuff. I mean, these guys were my teachers. So if I can work with them and see how they do their shit, maybe I can fucking have some of that, which is why I do that. It's not just to fan out on them and ask them questions about, you know, how they, you know, when you did Ted Just Admit It, you know, I mean, I love that shit and I'll do that shit all day long, but also, you know, to watch Navarro work and watch Eric work and watch Perry work and watch and work. It's, you know, they were our Led Zeppelin. They were the Led Zeppelin of alternative rock, if you will. I think definitely
Agreed.
one of them. Them or Soundgarden. I mean, they were really that first, though. You know, you really heard about them first, and then Soundgarden, and then Nirvana. Now, maybe it's just because I lived here, but it really started with like the Chili's. It was Chili Peppers, maybe before that Fishbone, and then Minutemen and all that stuff too. And then Jane. So very, very, very important. What's up, Chris?
Do you know who your wife is?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. Her car gets out of the garage. I can fix the internet
What?
faster.
Okay, yeah, just go. Her keys are in that drawer where all her keys are.
Okay, cool.
That makes sense. So you're just absorb the stuff, the music moved you. You want to know how they made it, absorb some of the mojo and learn, like kind of expand your repertoire.
Yeah, absolutely. And then through that, you just kind of become friends, you know. And you know, Perry's been on stage with us, Foo Fighters, a million times. I recorded stuff with Eric over the years here and there. I played drums on his solo record. Me and Perkins has played percussion on Foo Fighters songs, and you know, me and him I have my cover band Chevy Metal. We did Chevy's Addiction once, and I got to be Perry Farrell, and Perkins played drums. That was super fun. Me and Dave are recording all the time now, so it's a fruitful relationship. And you know, but we're like, you know, and I'm friends with them too. You know, I care about them, and I would like, and it's because I'm in the Foo Fighters, you know, which is somehow we became this big giant fucking rock band. I don't ever mind, you know, fucking plugging Jane's Addiction. I just do. I do it. I'm not for any other reason, but because I love them, and I think that lineage is important. You know, I think it's important to know where it all came from, sort of, you know. I mean, you know, Robert Plant, if he could have hung out with Elvis Presley all the time, he probably would have. You know what I mean?
For sure.
He would have. You know? Why wouldn't he? I'm going to hang out with Perry Farrell when he wants to. Get some of the magic sauce, you know?
Exactly. The fairy dust gonna rub off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure Jimmy Page would have hung out with Robert Johnson if he could have.
Oh God, he wouldn't have never left his house.
It was great.
Did you see Jane's Addiction original?
I saw them at Lollapalooza. The first Lollapalooza of all time was in Phoenix for some reason in the middle of the fucking summer.
Did they even get through that set?
You remember that too? Yeah. Eric.
No, Dave told me about it. I was like, Dave, why do you play these PF Chang guitars or whatever these things are called? What are they called?
What do you mean?
The kind of guitars Dave plays.
Oh God, you're asking the wrong guy. Oh damn. PF Chang sounds good.
PF Chang guitar.
It's real greasy sound.
Yeah, they're like little metal guitar things, you know. But
Noodly.
he told me the reason he started playing those because the very first show at Lollapalooza, him and Perry Farrell got in the fucking. Dave was really fucked up. He said like he was fucked up, like too fucked up to play. And he said that Perry, it was the first night of Lollapalooza and Perry was fucking pissed. And they got into a fist fight on stage, on the side of the stage. And Dave threw all of his fucking guitars out into the audience. Did you know that?
But did he throw all of them? Because I know he threw the one he was playing. I know that.
Maybe I don't know.